So this is the 2023 collection, made in Japan, Japanese 60s heritage Stratocaster in Sonic Blue. Now I hope I got all that right. So I'm gonna get to opening this while I run my yap. So usually I have like a whole unboxing portion of these videos where I open it up and you see my reaction to first getting the guitar. But I gotta be honest, I got this in the mail. I let it sit for a little bit, you know, get used to acclimation, and then I had to take it out. I mean, look at look at this. This thing is absolutely beautiful. Now, a Sonic Blue Stratocaster has been one of my like holy grail guitars for a long time. For whatever reason, Fender in the USA, like the only one that I could really find was their custom shop series, which is like $5,000. Now, when you convert the yen to USD, I got this for about $1,200. Now it is kind of upsetting for that price that it came with a gig bag instead of a hard shell case, but I think that's just kind of like a thing for made in Japan guitars. So really quick, let's see what else we got in the case. I have not looked in here just yet. Alright, so we got a nice little candy bag of sorts. You have the whammy bar. Oh, a bag with a little Allen key in it. This is going to be to adjust your trim system down here, your intonation and whatnot. Very interesting little addition. One thing that I don't like about this guitar is the truss rod system is like the one where you have to take the neck off of the Strat and adjust it that way, as opposed to having a truss rod adjustment little input right here. So something to keep in mind. All right, a cool little warranty in the form of a pick, and I can't understand anything that says, and it has the serial number of the guitar on the back. All right, next you have a Fender booklet. That's very interesting. This actually has everything in English. I'll kind of post a little B-roll of this just in case you guys are really curious about what comes with a Japanese Stratocaster straight from Fender themselves. Gives you kind of instructions on how to change your intonation and change basically like the action of the strings. And for whatever reason, that a lot of that was in Spanish. So that is all that comes in the bag. Now, when I opened the guitar, in the strings, it had this little message here, which is a Fender Premium Inspection card. Again, some pretty neat stuff. This is kind of akin to like what Sweetwater does with their 22 or however many point inspections they have per given guitar. This, again, I can't understand anything of what it says. Don't know if that's focusing. Well, B-roll it is. But I do think that this little letter here is a very, very cool touch. All right, let's see if anything else comes in the bag. Oh, they do throw in a little kind of like carrying thing for the gig bag. and it's nice and plush inside. Just file that off to the side for a bit. So let me go over the specs of this specific guitar. I got the Japan Heritage 60s Stratocaster here in Sonic Blue. It's officially 192,000 yen on the Japanese Fender site. I'm gonna leave a link for this specific guitar down in the description below if you'd like to see anything more specific about it. Now, I got this from Fender Japan because I have a Japanese address. For those of you that live in the States, I'm not really sure how you'd go about grabbing this. You may need to like find a contact out here that would be willing to import it out to you. And from the couple of weeks that I've been playing this, it's absolutely worth it. All right, so the biggest kind of specs for this bad boy is that it was designed using USA product profiling data, supervised by Mark Kendrick, who has a deep knowledge of vintage instruments. It is your standard alder body, 21 vintage style frets, thick C-shaped maple neck with 7.25-inch radius fingerboard, 6 saddle vintage style synchronized tremolo bridge. So big thing for the body here is that the alder body is lacquered, that the neck is maple, and one thing, I haven't really had a Strat like this before, but it's got the nitrocellulose lacquer over urethane finish. Basically, the entire back of the neck, everywhere that's maple, is essentially glossy. Now, I don't really care for how that feels like when I'm running my hand up and down the fretboard, but the look it gives the headstock being all shiny is like absolutely worth the trade-off for me. And another huge thing, maybe because I got it in my head when I was looking for a Sonic Blue Stratocaster back in the States, is that like custom shop one is aged and the look of like the nitrocellulose finish kind of worn down from playing on the back. I know people, some love, some hate Rallic guitars, but I think that look, especially if it's like authentic of you actually wearing the instrument down yourself, is just such a sick look to me personally. That's all of the main specifications on this guitar, and I can tell you right away, just like my subjective opinion on this is that this is one of the most beautiful guitars that I have ever seen in person. I think it is going to age like fine wine. That 7.25-inch radius neck profile gives me real, I don't want to say Les Paul style feel, but the neck is like chunky enough to where you could get such a good grip on what you play. And the frets are not like jumbo or anything. They're honestly some of the smallest frets that I've ever played on a Strat or a Fender in general. Personally, I really like that. I feel like it's great for playability, really just kind of getting in there and shredding on all your notes and all that. 10 out of 10, really like that. All right, without further ado, let's just plug this Bad Larry in and see what kind of tasty tones we can get from this. So the legendary neck pickup of the Strat. I think that's how that song goes. So now I'm going to play a little Zeppelin on each pickup here, just so you have an idea of what each pickup will bring to the table in terms of tone. neck. Now we have the neck and the middle. And now we have the middle pickup here. Middle and the bridge. And lastly, the bridge. So as you can see, everything is just really tonally true to a Stratocaster. It's just super nice and glossy. And in my opinion, just the radius of the neck, the frets, everything about this is just such a dream to play. Now I apologize for my rusty playing. It's been quite some time since I've actually sat down and practiced, but hopefully you could get an idea of what kind of tones you could pull out of this instrument. It's really just one of the best Stratocasters that I've ever personally played. And just to throw it out there, I do have an American Telecaster, not a Strat, but I would say that this Japanese Stratocaster is not only on par, but better than my American-made Telecaster. So take that for what you will. I think that these instruments are honestly in a league of their own, especially if you could get like a weird special edition like this 60s heritage version. So that is all that I have for you guys today. If you want to support the channel, please leave a like, comment, or subscribe. It really does go a long way in helping the channel grow. Other than that, I appreciate you guys stopping by, and I'll catch you in the next one. Later.